Welcome, Kudos, to the March episode of the Agriculture Podcast. I'm your host, Dylan. This episode, we'll be highlighting a couple important women in the history of agriculture and sharing a few interviews. We'll also be discussing the lucky four-leaf clover, an iconic symbol of St. Patrick's Day, and lastly, a few happenings around our academy. First, we have Harriet Williams Russell Strong. She was born July 23, 1844 in Buffalo, New York, and died September 6, 1926 in Los Angeles County, California at the age of 82. While she was alive, she was an American social activist, inventor, businesswoman, conservationist, and has even been inducted into the National Women's Hall of Fame. She worked tirelessly to pioneer new methods in water conservation and dry land irrigation. She grew walnuts, olives, and pomegranates, and later became the leading commercial grower of walnuts in the U.S. Next, we have Dr. Maria Andrade. Born in 1958, Dr. Andrade is a Cape Verdean food scientist and has worked in Mozambique as a sweet potato researcher since 1996. She was even a co-winner of the 2016 World Food Prize. Dr. Andrade and her colleagues, Dr. Robert Mwanga and Dr. John Lowe, developed biofortified sweet potatoes that were bred to thrive in the varying conditions of sub-Saharan Africa and to counteract vitamin A deficiencies. Next, we have our interviews.
Hi, my name is Mandy. And what's your name? I'm Kayla. And what's your role? I'm the Vice President of FFA. And today I'm asking a question about women in agriculture. Is there a woman in agriculture who has inspired you personally? Yes, I believe my grandma has inspired me ever since I was younger. I spent a lot of my time on her farm, helping her out, and I really enjoyed that. Hey, what does our school do to support girls in agriculture? Participating in events such as the Spring Fest, I believe really brings the community together and the students, and it's really good for people to get to know our academy better. Nice. How do you think we as students can support and encourage more girls to get involved in agriculture? I think by showing them what our academy is really about. Mandy, and what's your name?
I'm Alexandria.
And what's your role?
I'm the president of FFA.
What does our school do to support girls in agriculture?
Definitely this year, our school would allow people to raise animals, especially for like the youth fair and for the SAE. And most of the people who raise these animals are girls. So I think we really do help guide them into like raising animals and seeing what path they want for success in the future.
How do you think we as students can support and encourage more girls to get involved in agriculture?
I think removing the stigma that agriculture is a male-dominated field really helps to get people involved and get girls involved in agriculture. So just removing the stigma around agriculture is that in male-dominated fields can help bring more people together.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Mandy, and I'm here with...
I'm Dr. Washington, the lead teacher for the Academy of Agri-Science.
What made you inspired to become a teacher in agriculture?
I actually didn't begin wanting to teach agriculture, although I have enjoyed the last 29 years immensely. I began as a food science and human nutrition major at the University of Florida. And while I was doing my dietetic nutritional internship, which is what I studied to do, I realized that I did not want to be doing feeding tubes and administering recipes and menus for the next 20, 30 years. So I figured that since I had a good personality in terms of communicating with people, that maybe entering in the area of agriculture education would be an opportunity for me to still do some of the things I enjoyed doing with nutrition, but also using my communication skills.
What a challenge you've seen women face in agriculture, and how did they overcome it?
So agriculture has traditionally been seen as a male-dominated field because for most people, they just associate it with farming. And so the misperceptions about what agriculture is and the opportunities that are available to in agriculture are huge impediments to women entering the field, especially women who see themselves doing things other than perhaps manual labor or more outdoorsy type activities.
If you could give one piece of advice to young women in agriculture, what would it be?
There's so many opportunities available in agriculture, so many ways to contribute to what is the most important career area in our nation. No food, no people. And so I think that no matter what your area of interest is, women have a profound role. We have always been the backbone to our economy and our homes and in our communities. And there is always a place, and there are many places, many spaces for you in the field of agriculture.
Thank you so much, Dr. Washington.
You are so welcome. Thank you for the opportunity to share.
St. Patrick's Day was Monday, March 17th, so let's talk about one of its most iconic symbols, the four-leaf clover. The four-leaf clover is a rare variation of the common three-leaf clover, and because you have a 1 in 10,000 chance of finding one, they are considered lucky. Shamrocks and four-leaf clovers are both traditional symbols of St. Patrick's Day, but don't get them mixed up. A shamrock is a three-leaf clover and has a history in Ireland legends where St. Patrick used the shamrock to explain Christianity's Holy Trinity when he first arrived in Ireland. Now we have some pictures from organizing the plants for our annual Youth Fair horticulture competition. I hope everyone received good scores for their plants. Thanks for tuning in to this month's episode.